Alright, so I've been picking up some very strange, weird mid-80s keyboards recently, and there's not a lot about them on the internet, so I thought I'd do some videos. This weird beastie is a JVC KB700, and whoever built it was kind of a bit mad because it's got one of everything and it's really strange. Alright, it's got this thing, which is like a full crappy monosynth with a proper discrete VCF and a whole bunch of other stuff and a bunch of preset sounds, actually like 4 of them. It's got a trumpet, which has VCF in it. Actually all of these except the pan flute do. They're all based off weird square waves. They're kind of a bit weird. I'm going to put some music under this later, so you can probably hear it. It's also got what I thought was a divide down synth, but it looks more like a weird VCO because it's not phase locked. And there's a bunch of sounds, and one of them's good, that's the string ensemble. And some of these other ones are kind of usable as well. The Hawaiian guitar's decent. I don't know what a Hawaiian guitar's actually meant to sound like, but there's a few sounds there that are pretty good. And it's got all this stuff. It's got this thing's crazy. It's got 2 separate VCFs. It's got you can have it doing 7 or 8 different sounds, not including the drum machine at the same time. There's all sorts of weird stuff going on. It's got 3 BBD delay circuits in there. This one here is just for doing stereo, but the BBD chip in this is a bit dodgy. So the artifact's out, so I got that turning off. But it's just like a stereo spread using a chorus effect. Then there's a fully analog and discrete drum machine, which is kind of rad actually, and screaming out to be modded. There are all these simple mod points on the circuit board. All the triggers for the drum sounds for each of the individual drums come in on a connector, so potentially do if you routed cables properly, like a 0-cut mod, where you just have to get the right connector to it, and you could feed triggers from another box somewhere. And then there's all this weird stuff here. So you can, it's got, bottom half of the keyboard can be used as a bass synth, which also has its own, I think, separate string synth that you can turn on or off there. That just sounds like another divide down string synth from over there. But it's got these other things you can do where you can tell it, if you're playing like a C minor chord and you're jamming along on the right hand side, it'll stack a whole bunch of other notes. So it kind of does lots of stuff. It's got computers, it's got discrete analog VCFs with a couple of there are a couple of onboard pots that are just screaming out to be broken out into external controls to control resonance and attack of the filter. And I'll just shut up and let it play for a bit.